Pox News. First off, we will cover politics, and for that, I'd like to welcome Dr. Shiv Wasgupta, a political analyst and fellow at the Brookings Institution and John F. Kennedy School of Public Policy in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Thank you for the warm welcome. Today was a pretty normal and boring day for the United States. The House Republicans attempted to tie federal grants for education to the repeal of Obamacare. House Speaker John Boehner cried about the children in an attempt to spin the table against the Democrats on the issue of education. Colorado has also recently had a ballot initiative that resulted in the hemp plant being named the official plant of Colorado. Detroit tried to solve its bankruptcy crisis by creating a cheap labor program for undocumented Canadian immigrants, only to find out that there are none. Besides that, there are no other stories for today. I'm currently receiving an Associated Press alert. Hello? Okay. Wow. We have breaking news. California has just passed Proposition 9. This proposition has banned straight marriage in the state of California. This movement was kickstarted by a homosexual and very Christian man named Phelps Fred, who accidentally published millions of Bibles with a typo. A Bible usually says that a man must not lie with another man. However, these Bibles had a W-O in front of the second mention of the man. So this Bible says that a man must not lie with another woman. Fred decided that his obligation was to establish Christian values, or as some critics call it, fundamentalist theocracy, in the federal and state government, one step at a time. He began by garnering support for Proposition 9. When pressed on the issue, Fred said, and I quote, "My moral compass makes me believe that a marriage must be between two people of the same gender. A marriage cannot occur between a man and a woman. My religion states this definition of marriage, and I will adhere to it. In fact, I want my personal and religious definitions of marriage to be applied and pushed onto everyone else, because my religion and definition are obviously better than any other."
We are almost out of time, but one quick question.
Sure.
Do you think that this proposition will last?
I don't think so. A few people are seriously considering suing California for it, because it violates the Fifth Amendment.
Thank you so much again. This was Dr. Shiv Wasgupta, a political analyst and fellow at the Brookings Institution and John F. Kennedy School of Public Policy in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Thank you.
Molly, tell me about your career. How's it going?
Twerking saved my career. Before I started twerking, I wasn't on anything important and nobody paid attention to me.
Isn't that a good thing? To live your fame quietly?
What, and drown out in the shadows?
Didn't think of it like that.
Yes. You want to know what else saved my career? Drugs. Before I started doing drugs, I didn't have the courage to do half the things I do now.
Are you saying that drugs are good?
Yes, I do drugs every day.
What about the kids that look up to you?
What about them? They can do drugs too. Make their lives better and easier for them. In fact, look at Taylor Swift. No wonder she can't keep a boyfriend.
Well, looks like that's all that we have time for.
Wait! Don't you want to see more awesome twerking life-saving skills?
No, I think we're good. Sir, may I please ask you a few questions?
Sure.
What do you think of parents who approve of their children underage drinking, even in their presence?
Do you want to know what really annoys me? Reporters. They walk around all day with their magic little microphone and their cameramen who follow them around like they're a lost puppy, talking to you. And then they bother innocent people like me just to get a story. And they think they are so high and mighty just because they're on television all day. Well, guess what? Nobody really watches you anyway. So instead of stopping random people and annoying them with that god-awful accent of yours and that little dumb microphone, maybe you should do the whole world a big, cute, god-awful favor and just leave. And don't ever come back. Leave. Leave. I want you to leave.
Okay, that's all the time we have for now.
Oh, and thanks for making me late for my dentist appointment.
questions for me.
Sure.
What do you think of parents who approve of underage drinking? Oh, Allie, tell me about your career. How's it going?
You want to know? Twerking saved my career. Before I did twerking, everything was playing and I got nothing important and nobody paid attention to me.
Isn't that a good thing to live your fame quietly?
What? And drown out in the shadows?
Didn't think of it like that.
What else saved my career? Drugs. Doing lots of drugs. Without the drugs I take, I wouldn't be able to do half the things I do because I wouldn't have no courage to do them.
Fox News. First off, we will cover politics. And for that, I'd like to welcome Dr. Shiv Wasp Gupta, our political analyst and fellow at the Brookings Institution and John F. Kennedy Public.
What classes do you guys have?
I have EMP.
I just have government.
Cut!
I can